Hey guys, welcome to Xtreme Play. Jim, why don't you give us a tour of what we're going to see as we roll into this new entertainment venue?
Come into the disaster zone, I'll show you. So when you walk in, you're going to go right into the guest services, which is right here. You have to have a little bit of imagination, but this is where it's going to be. As you walk in, you're going to see a bunch of glass, and this will then open up into the cafe.
So Jim, what do we got going on here?
This is the counter where you're going to be able to order all the exotic food items that we have on our list, you know?
Fantastic.
The kitchen is through those doors right in there. And then we have seating for up to about, I think, 65 to 70 individuals.
So essentially, your guests are going to be able to lounge a bit. This is somewhat of a quieter area.
Correct.
And ultimately, tables, chairs, banquettes.
Correct. This will be kind of a lounging area. You'll have booths, you'll have tables. I think we have about 10 flat screen monitors here, playing sports, things of that nature.
Perfect. Why don't you show us the catwalk?
Yeah, come on with me.
So this is a really great area here on the catwalk.
Yeah, this is what makes Xtreme Play very interesting, because if you look on the right, you have the what used to be racquetball courts from the original facility, which we've converted into a ninja course and a rock wall. So guests and their relatives and families will be able to sit here and watch them while they participate in the attraction.
Now this is all glass surrounding the area, right?
This is essentially an enclosed racquetball court.
And essentially we have a bird's eye view of the entire ninja course and the rock wall.
Correct.
So if I'm the parent with my kids, I can see everything that's happening.
You'll see everything. You'll be able to take pictures of them, aerial pictures. Yes, 100%.
Fantastic. Now what about on the left side here?
So the funny thing is, as you go to the left, as you look to the left, we have a two-level or two-tier elevated ropes course.
Not just one, we
two.
got two.
Yeah. I think it can handle up to, I want to say, maybe 28 to 30 guests at a time.
Fantastic.
And so the problem that parents are going to have is that they're going to be seeing their child here, but their other child will be calling them there on the rock wall, asking for their attention.
That's a really good point. When was the last time as a parent you had the ability to be at this level while your kid is sitting on the top of an elevated ropes course?
I don't know, but I tell you what, the other day I was actually sitting here looking at the ropes course, and I was thinking to myself, I had to call the maker, the designer, and say, kids are not going to be able to kind of reach at me and try to slap me 5, right? And the way the harnesses are designed, they can't. So, but yes, they are that close that you can have a son and a daughter on the same attraction.
Spectacular.
Going through the system.
It looks like United Play managed to fit this ropes course all the way up to the very last inch of the ceiling.
You know what? I will give those guys a lot of credit. They were very creative, accurate. They came in here in a very professional manner. They put up the structure. Impressive, very impressive.
What I love about this is really from a vantage point perspective, you can see this structure from the restaurant area, from the main entry area, along the catwalk here. This is a super impressive climbing unit.
It is, I like to call it a beast. It is an animal. It is exciting.
But you've got more going on, right? Because now we've got something below.
So what's great about it is as the kids are up here, you can look over the edge. On the main floor, under the ropes course, you have the spin zone, which brings in another dimension to the excitement.
So our friends at Amusement Products designed the spin zone to essentially fit under the ropes course itself.
Correct.
So while we've got people climbing on 2 levels above us, we've got the spin zone cars flowing below us.
Correct. And so the funny thing was, the spin zone used to be situated in the back where the theater is.
The original design.
The original design. And I think it was in one of these, either Foundations or IAPA, where I saw a spin zone underneath a 1-tier ropes course. And I said, you know what? And thousands of dollars later, we put it underneath here, architectural designs, but it was meant to be because we couldn't find the location for the theater because there was a beam that was in our way on where it was originally designed for. So it actually worked out to our benefit.
So this is a really good example of how to maximize square footage within a facility.
Correct.
While this facility is 30,000 square feet, we've probably got 40,000 square feet of entertainment within it.
Well, it goes back to what I said to you. Because an architect has designed it, because Dynamic has put it on paper, it doesn't mean you can't shift things around. You know, if you are here and you're looking at the stuff, you can, with them helping you, you can certainly move the pieces around.
That's right.
I moved a lot of pieces until actually everything fit. And you know, if I hadn't have moved these pieces, I wouldn't have had mini bolt.
See, and that's a really good point, because by making those changes, you were able to actually incorporate another attraction into the mix.
Correct.
So let's go a little bit farther. What's going on here on my right?
So this is the elevator shaft. We didn't have an elevator in the building, but we said, what the hell, we have to add one.
Well, this is great, because now if parents choose to get up and down and they don't want to use the stairwells.
In order to make it compliant, we had to put an elevator in, which the gym wasn't compliant before.
So classic example. Existing structure not compliant with ADA standards.
Correct.
Gym's now bringing the building up to that ADA standard with the incorporation of the elevator.
Correct. And I will tell you, so the elevator, the original bid for an elevator was, I want to say $75,000. And you know, these numbers sound tremendous, and they are. But when you start building, you start realizing these numbers are just numbers, and they don't make any. You know, you just got to ignore it. But through JLL and through my own research, there's a smaller type of elevator you can use.
Fantastic.
And so this one was about $45,000. So just because they're throwing numbers at you, if you don't do your research, you're going to pay high. You're going to pay the premium price.
So I remember very well the time and process involved in researching elevators and trying to determine what was going to be the best fit for the scenario. And we've got a really good solution here, which is possible. What's going on around the corner here?
Well, on the main level, we have the laser tag. And actually, they just started painting it today. I call it Escape from New York.
That's your theme.
That's the theme, you know?
Even though we're in Connecticut, right? Nice.
That's it. Well, a lot of people are leaving New York because of COVID. So it's
Perfect
just coincidental.
choice. Perfect choice.
You know, but actually they're painting it now.
So what's happening in there?
I've never seen a laser tag unfinished before, but this is it. It's all blacked out, and our artists are now looking to where to put the murals and all the artistry around the perimeter of the walls.
We have custom lighting.
We have custom lighting, correct?
That is basically handling our service lighting as well as our show lighting.
Correct.
Of sorts. That gives you immense flexibility.
And actually the lighting we have, the lighting that we bought here, it does the show lighting, it does the standard safety lighting, and evidently it does a bunch of other colors, almost disco lighting if you can.
Incredible flexibility, and for a laser tag arena today, adding those other motifs is critically important in enhancing the guest experience and changing it each time.
It's all about the experience. You know, it's really all about what the person or what your guests experience as they go through the system. When you go to a real good entertainment venue, it's what you want to leave that place with kind of a wow. And so it really comes down to the customer experience.
It's the impact. So what we're seeing here, folks, is what is essentially the start of what the laser tag arena will be. We'll have the murals on the walls, the props inside the structure itself, and ultimately we're going to get ourselves under the black lights.
Correct.
Super. What else you got for us?
I'll take you downstairs and I'll show you where all the rest of the fun happens.
Oh, fantastic. Let's do it. So Jim, what do we have down here?
So this is where a lot of the fun really happens. So as soon as you walk down, you're going to be seeing video games, not many, but you'll see some video games. You'll see the air hockey, you know, low-lying fruit, so you call it, or, you know, games that don't obstruct.
Right.
In the distance, you have an 8-seat Triotech virtual theater, which is going to be very impactful when you come down and you see it.
So that's an amazing product right there. The Triotech Theater, you've gone with an 8-seat version, right? And you're literally, that's your high impact attraction when you come down those stairs.
Yeah, the key was when you come down is to not obstruct that with high video games and high entertainment, which would block the view. So the key was to get low amusement games that allow that to be seen.
Sure.
And this is what I was saying. In this area was the spin zone originally.
Okay, and that's where the changeover took place.
Correct. That's where we actually took the theater, put it there, made it kind of a centerpiece when you walk down the stairs. And then as you come in here to see the theater, you're going to be caught by what's happening in what used to be the racquetball court. Come on over here and I'll show you.
Yeah.
So in here, as you see, you're kind of encased in this glass enclosure. You have a 2-person rock wall.
Look at this rock wall, huh? Now that's a nice tall one.
It is huge.
Love it.
23 to 24 feet high. And as you go up it pushes you out, so you're actually able to be seen by people up on the mezzanine.
So actually, when the plastic is removed, the visuals are going to be incredible throughout here. And of course, behind me.
And then here you have the, I'll give you a sneak peek.
Oh, I love seeing the secret stuff. Look at that. Woo! What an awesome Ninja course from United Play.
Yeah, this is the real deal. Not what's in my backyard.
Isn't it interesting? You move from your backyard to real life.
That's what got me into this mess. When COVID first hit, and they had shut everything down, I brought my kids up here and we were just playing racquetball because they didn't know what else to do with them.
So these were the original New York Sports Club racquetball courts.
And original flooring and everything, yeah.
Isn't it great to have been able to reuse some of the elements? I know when we first walked through the building, we talked from the first day about saving the glass.
I mean, it was key because, you know, these are very expensive and you can do so much with this enclosure. And so when you and I first walked in, I said, boom, that's got to be the Ninja set because people will look down and be like, what are they doing?
It is really a natural basis for everything that's been put in here. Really exciting and a perfect example of how you can preserve some of the elements that previously existed.
Correct. You don't have to demo everything. Just make it work.
That's the key. So there's more.
Yeah, come with me. We'll go see the...
Just when I thought I saw it all.
I'll take you to the spin zone.
So Jim, this is the new home of the spin zone, is it not?
Correct. So now you're going to be underneath the elevated ropes course and you're going to be on the carts in the spin zone.
So we've got multi-levels of consumers above us climbing and we've got the spin zones underneath us moving.
Yeah, so within this square footage, you probably have, you can have 8, maybe 16 to 20 people in the carts here. And then you have about 32 people above you at one time.
Fantastic.
Kind of going all at it.
Really good use of space, but I think the thing that's most compelling to me is the visuals. Correct. The visuals of both of these elements in action is going to be really exciting for people that are on that catwalk and also people that are right on our concourse.
Correct. And you know, so going back to the original structure, if you look along the perimeter, they had the mirrors everywhere.
Oh, that's right. This was the fitness area.
This was the fitness area. So I decided to keep the mirrors. And ironically, they have mirrors on the second floor. So when you're on the second floor of this, you'll be able to watch yourself. It's almost like the building was made for this.
That is incredible. And that's where that vision from day one comes in, right? Of being able to look at this building and say, how are we going to use this space? But you've got so much more square footage ahead of you. Yeah,
well, I'll show you where Velocity and the Omni Arena are. Come on, me.
Now this is a pretty impressive space, but last time I looked at the building, there was a roof above my head here.
Correct. So this was actually, there was actually a floor here. There was a second floor here. You can see the lining of the second floor, and that's why you have mirrors over there. And in order to really give the place that kind of feel, we got rid of the second floor.
Well, this is a really dynamic space now because we've got a super tall ceiling and it just feels big.
Right. And when it feels big now, but when we actually get Velocity in that corner and you get the Omniverse Arena there, it's gonna bring more warmth.
And ultimately the main arcade is gonna be housed in this quadrant.
So there's gonna be some arcades in here, but if you look to the right, you'll see mini bowling in that corner, and then the main arcades then begin from there on.
Spectacular. There is a tremendous amount of space here, but what I really love about it is the multi-level views. So once again, that catwalk is above us. Correct. Everyone's able to view down into this main area from a vantage point they've never had before.
The laser tag is there. And so when you have, if you've ever played laser tag, you always have people waiting on queue for the laser tag. Sure. So where are we going to have them wait on queue? Well, we're going to have them wait right along that mezzanine right there. Okay. And what are they going to do? They're going to see what's happening down here, and they're going to be taking note of where I'm going next. So as soon as they finish laser tag, they're going to make themselves right back down here to continue.
So this was an interesting and tough decision to remove that second deck here because we lost some square footage, but what you did was open up the visuals.
Yeah, so the laser tag originally was a 2-level laser tag. It was too costly to do that part of the project. So we may have lost on the second level of laser tag, but we gained 4-lane mini bowling and we gained the Omniverse Arena.
I can say that it's a world different having opened up this space. It just feels like a space I want to be in.
Correct. I mean, the team's a little dirty right now, but I'll tell you, it is, in a month from now, it's going to be such a difference.
You know, I got to say, if I'm a parent and I've got my kids here at Xtreme Play, I feel really comfortable knowing I can pretty much see them anywhere in the facility without being on top of them.
Correct. You go to other centers that are really large and long, you have to kind of meander through to find them. Here, you can just actually go up and down the mezzanine.
It's really quite amazing.
And see where they are.
So this is a perfect example how a fitness club can somehow become an amazing dynamic entertainment center.
You just gotta, you know what? You gotta think outside the box. Don't make it a cookie cutter. You know, you can make a lot of things work. Even though they don't look like they can, you can make it work. You know, like you said, I mean, you've actually reined me in numerous times. Don't do these kind of crazy things. And honestly, you know what? You're right. I've just used what I've got, designed it a little differently, and we've saved.
Well, I can't wait to see the finished product.
That makes two of us.
Thank you so much for the tour, Jim.
You got it. Thanks again. Good luck.